The Witches have won the toss and elected to receive the opening kick tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to please remove your caps and rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem performed by the Danvers High School Falcon Marching Band. Back deep for the Witches, number 2, Michael Curtin, and number 3, twin Rocco Ryan. Connor Ackerman to kick for the Falcons. Kick covered up by number 5, Elvis Espinal. Salem will start first and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Andrews' pass intended for number 3, Ryan, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Carry by number 5, Espinal. It's a gain of 7, 3rd down and 3 for the Witches. Andreas on the keep. It's a gain of 8 to midfield. 1st and 10 Witches from the 50. Espinal on the carry, gain of 3. 2nd down, 7. Espinal on the carry. It's a gain of 2. 3rd down and 5 on the Falcon 45-yard line. Pass complete to number 11, Oscar Fernandez. Stepped out of bounds at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. 1st and goal, Witches from the 10. Number 3, Ryan on the carry. It's a gain of 9. 2nd and goal on the 1. And that's Elvis Espinal in for the 1-yard touchdown, putting the Witches on the board with 8:18 left in the 1st quarter. Crawford's extra point is good. And again with 8:18 left here in the 1st quarter. Salem Witches 7, Danvers Falcons 0. One of the reminders I'll be sending out most of the night. The Danvers football boosters over at the merchandise table. They're doing a raffle, $10 a ticket, and the grand prize is $1,500 cash. That winner will be drawn next week here against Beverly, I believe. So please make sure you get your tickets at the merchandise tent. Jack Houston on the return. Falcons will start first and 10 on their own 36-yard line.
Testing, testing.
Number 25, Owen Shanbar on the carry.
All right, I think we are finally working here with the audio, so probably didn't hear my opening spiel for this game, but I think we're finally live. Looks like the scoreboard is working here. I'll update you guys on the game right now. Salem scored the first touchdown of the game. I'll change it on the scoreboard for you guys right now. Should update. They're up 7-0. Falcons right now with the ball, 7:34 remaining in the first. Here's the snap. It's a pitch. He's tossed. He's got room. Nice gain there on the pitch to the outside.
That's a gain of 8 enough for Danvers. First down.
We hope you're tuning in here. I had to reset the stream. We're all good now. A couple of kinks to work out. I'm here with Robbie. He's got all the action captured for you up in the booth as Danvers is 1st and 10 right on their logo. Motion in the backfield. It's a fake snap. Handoff right up the middle. Just a couple of yards on that one.
Number 3, Kyle Berghardt on the carry.
Turned out to be a nice night
for the Falcons.
Here in Danvers, Massachusetts. It was raining. Well, it looks like it is raining just a little bit, but it's still pretty nice out right now. Time is 6:40, and the time on the clock is about 6:30 right now, as Danvers has a 2nd and 8 right at midfield.
On the carry. Take it down at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, enough for another Danvers first down.
Alrighty. Should be good now. Just had to fix one thing on the camera. Now we're all set, I believe. Get going here.
Gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 on Salem's 35-yard line. 6 and enough for another Danvers first down. Flag on the play. Top sides against the Witches. Five-yard penalty. First down and 5 on the 24.
Is there still audio in your mic?
Dave Wise the pass intended for number 10, Nicholas Xeris. Incomplete. Second and 5. No gain on the play. Third and 5.
I don't think the chain gang is on the same plane. It looks like the guy on our right is right at the 34. The guy on our left looks like he's between the 19 and 29. They're either not pulled tight or not.
Owen Shanbar on the carry. That's a gain of about 3. Fourth and about 1.5 yards. Grizz taking down by number 1, Sam Lindeman, and number 5, Jack Houston. It's a loss of 8 for the Witches.
We might be working here, possibly.
19.
What's that? 19, yeah. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah.
Testing, testing.
No, because it was 2nd and 11. Second and 15. Was it second? Started. Yeah, 2nd and 11. I was going to say he set the 2 pole right. Oh, I missed you.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again.
All right, it looks like finally got the audio stuff figured out here. Back in the second quarter, my name is Owen Tambor. Hopefully we're all figured out here. Just a couple of technical issues. Right now the score is at 7-7 in this football game. Just about 25-30 seconds into the second quarter.
So if you're interested in that, please make your way over. Also, try to find a representative from the DPAC, the Danvers Performing Arts Collaborative, for 50-50 raffle tickets, which will be drawn at halftime this evening.
Just coming out of the timeout here. I talked to both coaches before the game, and what I got from both coaches was kind of the same answer. They both told me that these teams are completely different this year, despite me asking them about their matchup last year in the second week of the season. They told me it's totally different players, but they're going to try to replicate that same game on the defensive end. Here's the snap, empty backfield, pressure on the quarterback. They've got him. That's a sack on 3rd down for Danvers. Beautiful play there by number 10, Nicholas Zeres. He gets the sack, and that's going to force a punt.
That's a 6-yard loss on the sack, bringing up a 4th down.
So now 4th and 25 for the aptly named Salem Witches. And Danvers going to try to get this ball back and take that lead. Haven't had a lead in the game yet. It went down 7-0 early on in the game. Got to score back. Oh, it's a fake. Interesting. Maybe not supposed to be one. Maybe he thought he couldn't get the punt off. That's high school football for you. And this ball is going to be taken over in beautiful field position for the Falcons in Salem territory.
Great field position. 1st and 10 on the Witches' 34-yard line. That was a 7-yard loss on the play.
So now Danvers taking over the ball after that punt went awry for the Witches. See if they get the power game going. They've got 3 men in the backfield here in this set. It's going to be a pitch. Not a lot of room this time. And the Witches wrap up the running back in the backfield.
Owen Shambar wrapped up for a 1-yard loss.
It's Owen Shambar, 1-yard loss there on the play. Tried to get a similar pitch. They did that earlier in the game, got a lot more yards than they did that time.
2nd down 11 from 35.
I also asked the Danvers head coach, Ryan Nolan, what they were going to do this year without Owen Gasanowski, who graduated and was their best offensive player last year. So we're going to see if they continue that ground game just with different players this season, as they have a 2nd and 11 here. 3 in the backfield again. It's going to be a little end around. He's got room, gets tripped up. 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 4. 3rd down and 7.
So now 3rd down and manageable for the Falcons. Probably going to have to air the ball out here. They like to establish themselves on the ground. That's kind of what they did last year. They would run the ball, and then after running it for multiple plays, it would open up the air attack for them when the team really thought, the opposing defense thought that they would run the ball and then they would go play action, for example. They're going to have to air the ball out here probably, continue this drive. Nate Wise takes it. It's actually going to be a handoff again. He's got room. Gets to the outside. Shanbar keeps going. Stiff arms the man. Beautiful play there. It ended up working out great. They handed the ball off for a third time. Maybe the defense wasn't expecting it. He had blockers all around him, and that's an easy first down for the Falcons.
First and 10 in the red zone from the Witches, on the Witches' 17-yard line.
Now ball on the 17. Danvers looking to take the lead in the second quarter. Quarterback Nate Wise takes the snap. It's going to be a fake handoff. Nice. Good play there. Lots of trickery in the backfield. But yet at the same time, Danvers keeping it on the ground, keeping it simple. When you keep it on the ground, you're less likely to turn that ball over. Power football from the Falcons. Looks like we got a man down here on the field. Hopefully just cramps. The athletic trainer on the field now attending. Can't quite see who it is from here. Hope he's okay. Looks like it's going to be okay. Back on his feet, that's Michael Burke, the senior. He's taking off to the sideline on his own power. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 on the 13.
Clock now running. We'll see what the Falcons do on this play. They've run the ball 4 straight times. We'll see if they mix it up on this play, get the passing attack going, or just continue with what's working on this drive, hand the ball off again. Here's the snap. It's another handoff. This time, not a lot, maybe just a gain of 1. That's going to bring up 3rd down, deep inside of Witches territory.
It's a gain of a yard. 3rd and 5.
So a lot of similar plays called right now by the Falcons and head coach Ryan Nolan. A lot of little fake handoffs and then just runs up the middle, keeping this offense simple. Got a lot of new players out there. A lot of the players from last season graduated, such as Owen Gasanowski, as I mentioned earlier. So they're just trying to establish themselves in the first game of the year, keep things simple. 3rd and 5 now. Motion in the backfield. It's a pitch again. Owen Shambor's got room. He pushes in. Gets shoved out of bounds, but it should be enough for the first down. That was a similar play they ran on the previous 3rd down. Owen Shambar really taking over that Owen Gasanowski role from the past season. He gets another pitch, makes his way to the outside.
Salem 5.
And let's not forget the O-line here providing a lot of good blocks for Shanbar to get to the outside. They're doing a lot of the dirty work right now as this Falcons offense is keeping this ball on the ground, trying to grind down the Salem defense as they have the ball in the 5 here. We'll look for them probably to run the ball again here and pound it in the end zone. Here's a snap. Looks like they're going to try to push the QB in. Just a yard short. A little bit of a tush push there.
It's a gain of 3. 2nd down goal on the 2.
This type of offense really effective right now for the Falcons. They've had a couple of 3rd downs, as I've mentioned, on this drive. They converted every time on the same play, a little pitch out to the right to the running back Shanbar. He's got plenty of blockers and gotten both of those conversions on 3rd and manageable. And now really just tiring out the Salem defense, who has been on the field for an extended period of time. Now it's just up to the Falcons to finish off this drive with 6 points. Nate Wise under center. Takes it. Going to be another pitch. Can Shambar get in? We'll see what they call. He's in. Touchdown, Falcons. Owen Shambar pounds his way into the end zone, and the Falcons are going to take a 13-7 lead.
That's a 2-yard run. Putting Danvers ahead for the first time tonight, 13-7 with 5:43 left here in the first half.
So similar plays ran all drive there. It pays off for the Falcons. And we'll see if they can make this 14-7 after the extra point from Connor Ackerman, the senior. Looks like the kick is through, little wobbly, but it's in just the same. 14-7 Falcons. They first started off this drive after Salem failed to get off a punt and had to run the ball. And Danvers started off with great field position on the Witches' 40-yard line. And then just running plays all the way down the field. The drive took about 5 minutes, but they ended up getting 7 points. Really good play calls there from the head coach, Ryan Nolan, keeping things simple for his new young offense. As he told me earlier before the game that this is a young offense and that he wants to really get them used to the game. It's not the same team as last year, and that's a great way to do it right there.
Ryan and Curtin back for the Witches.
We'll update the scoreboard for you here. 14-7 Falcons. Sun's still up here in Danvers. A little bit of a squib kick. Bounces off a Salem defender. They're going to try to return this. He's going to slide down and take his field position just past the 30-yard line.
Angel Malasco on the return.
Angel Malasco there on the return. So last time on offense, Salem failed to do anything, and then when they tried to punt, they couldn't even get that one off. So they're going to try to grind down the field just like the Falcons did and tie this game back up. They started off the game great, drove down the field with ease and scored a touchdown. Quarterback going to be a fake throw, handoff. He's stopped in the backfield. Oh, he escapes. He jukes again. Beautiful run there. Thought he was dead in the backfield, but he escapes multiple tackles. Great play there from Michael Curtin, the senior.
Michael Curtin.
Great play there. Thought he was dead in the backfield, but he escaped a jersey tug by the defense, and he makes his way out just past the 40-yard line. First and 10 now, 2 men in the backfield, 1 man in motion. Here comes the snap, gonna be another handoff. Gonna see a lot of those in this game. Flag on the play here. This one might be coming back on a hold.
It's gonna be holding against the Witches.
So that's holding right there on the Witches. That's gonna bring the ball back. Probably what allowed Danvers to get really, or probably would allowed the Salem Witches there to get a lot of yards, some holding. That's going to bring the ball back 5.
First and 17.
First and 17, actually. Quarterback Andreas Bernal, his good time going to be a throw. He's got a man in the backfield. He escapes, throws it out. He's got a man. Nice pass there. He jukes number 5, keeps going. He's got plenty of room. He barrels his way down into opposing territory. Really nice improvising back there from the quarterback. And a nice catch from Elvis Espinal, who barreled his way out into Danvers territory. Nice play there from the quarterback and his receiver who connect. First and 10 now. It's going to be a quarterback run. He's really got nowhere to go. He throws it backwards. It bounces off the ground. This one may actually work. That was risky. Instead of just taking possibly a sack there, he lateraled the ball backwards off the ground. It was picked up by Elvis Espinal, the receiver from the previous play, and he ran the ball for 6 yards. So kind of a botched play ended up working out for the Witches as we are at 3:38 in the second quarter here. Comes the snap. It's going to be a run this time. He's going nowhere. Danvers was ready for that one.
Carry, taken down by number 19, Hunter DeDominicus. It's a loss of a yard on the play. 3rd and 5.
Now big 3rd down and 5 here. I'm wondering if this may be 4-down territory for the Witches anyways if they don't convert or they're able to get it to around a 4th and 2. They're already in opposing territory. Second quarter winding down. Nonetheless, big play here for both sides of the ball. 3rd and 5. 2 minutes, 50 seconds and counting. Here's the snap. It's going to be a throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's got a man downfield. We'll see if he can grab it. Oh, we almost had it. Bounced right off of his chest. Good coverage there by the defense. He was mirrored with the wide receiver, who still almost came down with it. Good idea there from the Witches, but good defense from the Falcons.
It's going to be 4th and 5 on the Danvers 36.
That was Quinn Rocco Ryan, the wide receiver there, going deep on the route. Couldn't come down with it. Now it's going to bring up a big 4th and 5 decision. And it looks like I predicted it correct. They're going to stay on the field here. 4th down and 5. This would be a big stop for the Falcons. Empty backfield. He looks to find a man. Throws it downfield. That's incomplete. That ball sailed way over the defender. And Danvers was ready for that one. They had 3 men back. Couple of safeties, 1 corner. And Danvers will take over on downs and try to take a 2-touchdown lead going into half with plenty of time to drive down the field. And this is the Danvers defense that I remember from last season calling games. They had a lot of great plays, even in their first 2 games when they weren't scoring a lot and they lost the first 2 games of the season. They were holding both teams to a low amount of scoring, and this is the same defense. This time, little end around. He's got room. Nice play there. Falcons keeping this extremely simple in the playbook right now, and it's paying off. Why switch it up? They have the lead right now. They continue to run the ball with effectiveness down the field. And those 4-yard gains, 5-yard gains are going to keep working down the field for the Falcons. Here comes the snap. It's another similar play. 3's got room. He takes it out to midfield, right on the Falcons logo. Kai Borghardt there. Now 1 minute, 40 seconds and counting here. Danvers going to have to really get this one down the field now with the time moving. This one going to be another pitch to Shanbar. He's got room. He stiff arms a man, gets hit, but he gets into enemy territory. A good play there. They've ran that play about 3 or 4 times now, and Salem can't seem to stop it, even though Danvers has run it multiple times now.
Yards into Salem territory. 1st and 10. Falcons on the 39-yard line.
All right, Nolan, keeping this playbook simple, as I mentioned, we're going to have a timeout Salem.
Timeout Salem.
And I reckon this timeout, they're going to just try to figure out why they can't stop the run. Really, Danvers is running the ball almost every play. You'd think at this point, maybe they'd recognize that, maybe send some guys out to the edge on third down, especially when they keep going with the pitch play to Shanbar.
This is the time to beat the line and head on over to the snack bar. The Legends Club of Danvers has hot dogs, pizza, candy, Cookie Monster cookies. They'd like to thank the Danvers Butchery, Danvers Pizza, and the Cookie Monster for their sponsorships.
A lot of fans here in the crowd as we wait for this timeout to end for the Witches. It's their second timeout used, or first timeout used, 2 remaining now. And they really want this stop. They want to stop the bleeding on this drive. Haven't been able to stop the Falcons' run game. They got a minute 13 to do it. And at the very least be down 7 heading into halftime here at Dr. Deering Stadium on this Friday night. Our 1st and 10 now. Going to be another end around. 3's got it. He looks for him. He breaks the tackle. He keeps going. And why mix up the playbook? All these run plays are super effective for the Falcons. Kai Burkhardt there
1st and 10 on the 28.
received the ball and got plenty of yards down the field. So this time we're going to see a throw. Throws it out. He's got a man. Nice throw and catch there to Shanbar, the running back out of the backfield. Good throw there from the quarterback. He hasn't had to throw too much in this game, but he found his man nicely right there down the field, Nate Wise. He's a young quarterback starting for the Falcons, just a sophomore. He's going to have an opportunity to throw again. He looks to the end zone. That one's incomplete. Looking to Shanbar again. That's going to be his number 1 target.
2nd and 10.
It's really been his number 1 running back. He's probably going to be his number 1 or number 2 receiving wide receiver as well. "36 seconds now on the clock. Danvers has all 3 of their timeouts, so really they could open up the playbook. They could run or pass the ball here. If they run the ball and don't get much, they can use a timeout. Still 2 more remaining. Here's the snap. Going to be a throw again. Possibly not. It's going to be a run. Nate Wise. He spins. He keeps going. He jukes. And he makes his way down the field further. Good run there from Nate Wise, the sophomore quarterback. Danvers going to take a timeout to slow that clock down and make sure they have the right play so they can score a touchdown and have a 2-possession lead heading into halftime in the home opener. Smart timeout there from the Falcons as well. Like I was saying, they had 3. No problem in using 1. Stopping the clock at 27 seconds. Try to get the best play call. 3rd and 3 now. We'll see how aggressive they are. See if they're going to air it out or keep it on the ground. We'll have to find out in just a moment. Looks like Shanbar's in the backfield on the right side of Nate Wise. Another running back on the left. It's going to be another handoff. This time Salem was ready. Nice read there from number 3 on Salem. He read that one all the way, jumped right in the backfield.
Zachary Dunn on the carry.
That was Quinn Rocco Ryan. He read that one immediately. Pulled down the running back. That's a loss of 3 for the Falcons.
4th and about 7.
Clock still running. We'll see if they attempt a field goal here as time expires.
Timeout. Salem.
Salem actually going to take a timeout. 4th and 7. Looks like Danvers will attempt the kick here. There was times last year where they didn't even try to see if this one can get through the uprights. Here it comes. Kick is up. That one looks to be in. It is. The referees give the good symbol. Nice way to end the half there for the Falcons. They get the field goal. They're going to head into halftime up 17 to 7.
We have a score of your Danvers Falcons 17 to Salem, which is 7.
So as I said, entering halftime here, the Falcons up 17 to 7. Good defense, really from both teams, but especially for the Falcons. And they executed the drives when they needed to. So we'll be back in just probably about 10 minutes here. Watch the band at the halftime and tune back in about 10 minutes as the second half will begin, and we'll have the call for you.
Wesley Snay, color guard director. Maddie Prito, the guard staff. Laura Bailey, woodwind tech. AJ Burgess, brass tech. Joe Nuccio, music arranger. Dylan Bukwiski, drill designer. The band is led by drum majors Kobe Daw, Alejandro Bordier, and JJ Murphy, as well as guard captains Kai Gaff and Bridget Forrest. Today the band will be performing part of their 2024 show entitled To the Earth, featuring I Feel the Earth Move by Carole King and James Taylor, Shenandoah, a traditional American folk tune, and Disco Inferno by the Tramps. Sit back and relax and enjoy the show.
Get some air real quick. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for the Danvers High School Falcon Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to check those 50-50 raffle tickets. Tonight's winner will receive $295. Please get ready. If you have a red ticket, I don't know where you got that because they're not selling red tickets tonight. Tonight's tickets are all blue. So if you have a blue ticket, number 665-9544. Once again, that is a blue ticket, 665-9544. If you have that ticket, please head up to the press box.
All right, welcoming you back. I hope you enjoyed the Danvers Falcons band performance. As you can see, possibly in the distance, football team coming back to the field now. Danvers coming into the second half up 17-7 in this game. They've played a really great brand of defense. They had a moment too where they forced Salem not to be able to get a punt off. He tried to run for the first down on a 4th and 18. They didn't get it. And Danvers really grinded down the Witches' defense all half long, made it so they were tired on the field, and that's why they lead 17-7. They ended the half on a drive where they had to settle for a field goal, but that's absolutely a good way to end the half. They got to feel confident right now in this one, even though only up 17-7. They played a really good brand of football that involved tons of running the ball, a few passing plays mixed in, a couple of play actions to catch the defense off guard. We'll see if the Witches can adjust and stop that run game and force the Falcons off the field quicker than they did in the first half.
Welcome back your Danvers High School Falcons.
We hope you're joining in anywhere you're watching, cable or YouTube. Apologize for the first quarter issues. It's really just me and Robbie here on the broadcast, so things happen. Second half starting in just a couple of moments as Salem is taking the field in just a couple of moments.
And here come the Salem Witches.
Now here come the Witches taking the field. I talked about the Falcons when they took the field. Now it's a good time to talk about the Witches' first half. They didn't play a great brand of football in the first half, yet they only are down 17-7. They started off great, taking the first lead of the game on a great touchdown drive when I was still having technical difficulties. But then after that, it was really Danvers who controlled the tempo of this football game, running the ball down the throats of the Witches defense. They're going to have to control that ball a little longer and really extend some drives. I mean, if they get a field goal in their next drive or a touchdown, they're going to be feeling great. This is still a very close game. Don't go anywhere. We have a good second half of football ahead of you.
I remembered it was like a time that you would see on the clock. So, and I think this is what I did last year. I wrote it up in the corner as if it was a time, so nobody knew it was. Because I leave everything pinned.
And this is a Falcons team, too, that last year came up 3 points shy in the semifinal playoff game against Hanover at a neutral site in Weston, I believe, to make it to Gillette Stadium. So they're coming in this season motivated to get back into that same position, and this time make it to Gillette. I know it's just the first game, but the way they're playing right now, they look very confident on both sides of the ball. Though the offense seems simple, it's a good thing to keep it simple if it's working, and their run game has been working consistently throughout this entire game. Even on third down, when you think they may pass the ball, they're pitching the ball out to Shanbar. And here comes the kick. It's going to be a little bit of a squib kick, received by the Falcons. Shanbar has it. He looks to get outside. He can't.
Owen Shanbar on the return. Knocked down at the 21, where Danvers will start 1st and 10.
Shanbar played it safe there, couldn't get his hands really on the ball. Decided to just kind of fall down right there in the 20, and that's where the Falcons will begin their drive here in the third quarter as they have the lead. A nice methodical drive here from the Falcons will really put the pressure on the Witches, who are really need this stop. Though there's plenty of time in the game, it's going to be critical for the Witches to get a stop here. They need to build some momentum on offense. Their defense has been on the field a lot. Here's another pitch to Shanbar. This time, not a lot, maybe just a couple of yards.
Shanbar on the carry. Gain of 3.
Gain of 3.
2nd and 7 on the 24.
And as I've been saying, this sophomore quarterback, he's looked composed in this game. When he's had to throw the ball for the Falcons, he hasn't put it in many dangerous situations, a couple incompletions, but really no chance for the defense to pick the ball off. He's played it safe, and it's paid off so far. Another pitch to Shanbar. Now it's actually, no, it's kept by number 3. That's a play they've ran all game long. And they bring the ball out. A couple more yards now. 3rd and 3 coming up. Critical play here for the Witches. They need this ball back. They can't afford this clock to keep running on all these drives where the Falcons have 6-minute-plus drives where the Witches defense is tired on the field and the offense is really not getting a lot of opportunities on the field right now. 3rd and 3. Shanbar in motion. It's a pitch to Shanbar. He's got plenty of room. He gets to the outside. He keeps going. He's getting down. He gets bumped out of bounds hard, but that's a first down. That's really the bread and butter so far for the Falcons. They've ran that same pitch play to Shanbar. This defensive coordinator and their head coach have got to figure this out by now, you would think. They've really ran that play on 3rd down about 4 or 5 times now, and their coach still hasn't figured it out. Now 1st and 10 after the big run from Shanbar. It's really taken over the Gasanowski role from past season. This time looks to be a quarterback keeper.
Nate Wise on the keeper. It's a gain of 8.
Nate Wise with a gain of 8. They'll be taking those big chunk runs all game long. Really, the Witches defense right now looks demoralized. They've really been stuck on the field all game long. Even in the times they've made stops, it's taken them a while. And then when their offense comes back on the field, they're not staying on there long enough for this Witches defense to have any break.
I love when places are delivering stuff and they give you 8:30 to 12:30. Thanks for the 4 hours of my day.
2nd and 2 now. 2 running backs in the backfield. In motion, it's going to be kept. This one might be a false start on the offense. We'll see what the flag is.
That's going to be a false start against the Falcons.
Was correct there. Going to be a false start on the Falcons.
2nd down and 7 from the 45.
2nd down and 7 now. It's been mostly a pretty clean game. I've called some games in the past that have not been such. Only a couple flags so far in this one, a couple of holdings. This one, I think the first false start of this game, 2nd and 7 for the Falcons. 3 men in the backfield. Nate Wise takes it. It's going to be another keeper here.
Wise on the keep.
Trying to get back the yards they lost on the penalty.
3rd and 6.
Big 3rd down now. We'll see if Nate Wise, when he's had the opportunity to throw the ball, he's found the right man, or he's thrown an incompletion but kept it out of danger. We'll see if the Falcons decide to air this one out on 3rd and 6, or they're going to play it safe, run the ball. It's been working on 3rd downs. Even this drive, they've had Shanbar on the pitch to the outside on the right or left side of the field. We'll see if he's going to get the pitch again. Shanbar is in the backfield on this play on the left side of your screen. We'll see if he's going to get another pitch. He moves again. It's a fake pitch this time. Handoff.
4th down on the carry.
We'll see what he's spotted here. Going to be, I think, just a yard short maybe.
It's going to be 4th and 2 from the 40.
4th and 2 now on the 40. I'd be shocked, honestly, if the Falcons decided to punt this. Analytics will tell you 4th and 2 in enemy territory. Really no reason not to go for it. And it looks like that's what they're going to do here. Biggest play of the game for the Witches. They need this ball back, and they need it back fast. Shanbar in motion out of the backfield. Going to be a pitch to Shanbar again. He's got plenty of room. He keeps going. He barrels forward.
That's a gain of 7. And enough for another Danvers 1st down.
Deja vu once again. Shanbar on the pitch. I've said that maybe a million times now, but really no reason to mix it up. It's been working all game for them, and it works again, this time on 4th down instead of 3rd. Going to be another pitch this time. Really good blocking from the O-line. They've been really the underrated player all game long. They've really allowed their running backs to find room. The O-line is clearing a path for the running backs almost every play. Haven't been called for too many penalties either. Just that one false start earlier in this drive, which didn't end up biting them in the back. Clock continuing to tick, and Danvers has no issues with that. They could really take this all the way into the 4th quarter if they wanted to, if they kept this drive going at the pace it's going at. Similar formation we've seen all game. Nate Wise up at center.
Flag on the field.
Got a flag this time. False start on the
Delay of
offense. No, delay of game. My
Falcons.
apologies.
Repeat second down.
We never ran it, so it's not really a repeat of second down.
Second and 10.
That's going to push the Falcons back 5 yards. 2 penalties on this drive. Still second down, however, and plenty of opportunity to get the first down for the Falcons. They've done it all game when they've had those third downs. Even the fourth down in this drive, they found a way to get to the marker and more. See if the Witches can get a much-needed stop on this drive in their own territory. Nate Wise takes a snap. Going to be another pitch. This one not going too far, but another flag on the play. We'll see what the call is from the referee.
That was Colby Medeiros on the carry. And that's a face mask against the Witches.
Going to be a face mask there. Couldn't quite see it. Good call from the referee. I mean, there was a ton of congestion in the middle, and that's going to move Danvers further down the field.
Down on the 17-yard line. First and 10 Falcons.
Did you see the penalty? Was it on the runner? Or? Yeah. I just saw, it looked like he dove through the middle.
So that penalty really puts the Witches in a precarious situation here. Timeout.
Salem.
Salem.
Danvers. They get Takis.
All right, the timeout wrapping up here.
Treats over there.
Salem trying to figure out what to do on defense. They can't make a stop on this drive. They got the Falcons to that fourth down earlier, but once again, the pitch to to Shanbar is causing them troubles all game long. The Witches are really going to need to hold this at the very minimum to a field goal attempt to feel confident about their ability to get back into this game. First and 10, Falcons after the face mask. Nate Wise. He takes the snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. That's just a couple of yards. I'm really surprised Salem really hasn't figured it out. I mean, the play calling is not super complicated from the Falcons right now. A lot of pitch plays, a lot of motion in the backfield, runs up the middle, and quarterback keepers. It's kind of been the majority of their offense with a couple of passes mixed in. And they've got to figure it out quickly as this game inches closer to the fourth quarter here at Dr. Deering Stadium. Second and 8 now on the 15. Running back in motion. Going to be another quarterback keeper. He's not going to get too far.
Gain of a yard. 3rd and 7.
I've said this all game long. Another critical third down for Salem. This time we'll hope they're ready for that pitch play. Going to need to spread out their corners on the outside and have someone ready for a potential pitch play. Maybe shift the line one way or the other. Try to be ready for that potential pitch and hope they can force a fourth down possible field goal attempt. We'll see what the Falcons have up their sleeve on 3rd and 7. Shanbar in motion. Here comes the snap. It's a fake pitch. It's a handoff. He's got room. 20. He jukes. He keeps going. Oh, my. What a beast.
That's definitely done on the carry.
He broke off tons of tackles there, powered his way to the first down and more.
That's a 10-yard gain.
Zachary Dunn there, the sophomore, with an easy first down. He had men all over him trying to drag him down, and he kept the feet moving. Falcons set up in beautiful position here to increase their lead. First down on the 4. Here it is. It's another pitch. I've said that. Gets to the outside. Touchdown, Danvers. That's number 20 from the previous play. Zachary Dunn, the sophomore, gets into the end zone. He got his way to the outside. Big touchdown for the Falcons to take a 24-7 lead. But we have an injury on the field. Hopefully just another cramp here, previous to the one earlier in the game. And credit's really got to be given to the O-line of Danvers. They've been keeping that D-line away from the running backs all game long, paving paths for the running backs to run up the field. They've been doing a great job all night long with limited penalties. And that's Shanbar there limping off the field under his own power. We hope he's okay, as obviously this game has been a vocal point of the offense. We hope he can return. And thankfully, Danvers' defense will take the field soon, so they'll have time to rest up for their next potential drive in this game. 23-7 now. I'll update the scoreboard for you guys on the broadcast. Keep it at 23 for now. I'm not going to jinx it.
Ackerman for the extra point.
Here comes Ackerman for the extra point. He's had a good game kicking. Made a field goal, made an extra point. This one is also good. Wobbly, but right through the uprights. Danvers 24, Salem 7, 1:58 remaining in the third quarter. Danvers got to be feeling confident. And this is really, you know, when I asked Ryan Nolan about the team, he said it's a completely different team from last year, but the way they're playing is not too different. Same coach, I guess. They've really kept, I mean, not I guess, it is the same coach, and he's kept that same philosophy of, oh. All right, we're back. Had to get in a new battery there into my Zoom recording device. So we're good now. Falcons squibbing it down the field here. It's going to be scooped up. Tries to juke a man, not a lot of room. Good kick there. Salem, this is the biggest offensive drive they are going to have all game long. They need to get a score on this one, preferably a touchdown, to keep this game in reach.
First and 10 Witches from their own 28.
All right, critical drive here. Two men in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff. Tries to power his way forward. Just a couple-yard gain there. Danvers is perfectly fine if Salem continues to run the ball. They just want this time to keep going down on the clock. They have a solid lead right now. And they're perfectly fine with the Witches running the ball right now.
Costco put in a proposal to knock down their gas pumps, make that a parking lot, and put the gas pumps over by the TGI Fridays.
This time, another run to the outside. This one goes for more yards, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as well. Good play call there. Instead of trying to run up the middle, which hasn't worked really too well for the Witches, they decided to take the ball to the outside. Running back finds room down the field. 3rd down and 1 now. Here it is. It's going to be a throw. Actually, quarterback keeper. Quarterback looks like he might be stopped in the backfield. Defense was ready for that one. We'll see if this is 4-down territory or if the Witches will punt the ball back. Looks like they're going to be content with just punting the ball back. So another 3 and out for the Salem Witches offense. Danvers going to get this ball back and probably continue to grind down the defense. Here it is. Punt doesn't go too far. Just got to make sure it doesn't hit a Danvers player. That one's going to stop right at midfield. Danvers with good field position. After the score from Danvers, they stop the Witches on their responding drive. They're getting the ball back in the 3rd quarter still with a chance to put this one out of reach on this drive. So Danvers with the opportunity to put this game away, essentially, if they can put some points on the board in this drive and continue the clock running. Here it is, going to be another pitch. Tries to find some room, he trips himself up. He would have maybe had a potential touchdown, might I say, if he didn't trip up on his own feet there.
Dunn on the carry, gain of 3.
That's Zachary Dunn. Scored the previous touchdown for the Falcons on the left side of the field. So that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Falcons feeling good about themselves in the first game of the season at Dr. Deering Stadium, up 24-7. After letting up the initial touchdown in this game, they've held the Witches on every offensive drive and got points of their own. They're feeling confident heading into the 4th quarter with the ball. And they'll just try to wrap this game up and come out of here with a Week 1 victory, Friday Night Lights. So 4th quarter just about to get underway here. Falcons with the ball right now on offense. Great field position, almost with that punt still remaining in Salem territory. They're going to start on their own 40-yard line. Still great field position, and they're going to try to put this game away. 2nd and 7. Similar formation we've seen all game. 2 running backs in the backfield. Quarterback up at center. Going to be another pitch, this time going nowhere. Good play there from the Witches defense. They read it.
Taken down in the backfield, loss of 3. Bringing up a 3rd and 10.
That was number 8, Cesar Mesa-Catillo, with the tackle in the backfield. 3rd and 10. We'll see if the Falcons air the ball out. Been saying that, thinking they might. And really, just that one drive where they ended up settling for a field goal, did they air the ball out a couple times, a couple of complete passes. But the quarterback, despite not passing a lot, has been composed. He's ran the ball when he's needed to, hasn't turned the ball over, hasn't fumbled. He's kept the ball with the Falcons, which is the most important thing to do as a QB, as we have a 3rd and 10 here. This time the ball's fumbled. We'll see who picks it up.
Ball's on the ground.
Looks like Danvers got it back, but it's going to be 4th and 14.
2 on the play.
So
4th and 12.
Danvers with one of their few failed drives. It seems like in this game, their drives have lasted so long. That one, just a 3 and out. And they're going to punt this ball and just try to keep playing that good defense they've played all game long, only allowing 7 points from the opposition. Here it comes. That's a low one. Still, though, he gets the kickoff. That's a beautiful kick. That's really nice. Getting that ball all the way close to the 20-yard line.
Taking this kick will be down at the 21-yard line.
That was a fantastic recovery from the punter right there. The snap was low. He had to pick it up off the ground, get it off quickly as defenders were bearing in on him, and he got that kickoff nicely, pinning Salem in their own territory around the 20. Beautiful punt there. Good composure. So this is a critical drive for the Witches. They're going to need a score quickly. Stop the Falcons again and get the ball back and score again. Down 3 possessions. They're going to need to speed things up. They're going to throw. They need to throw. Thrown over the middle. Slant route is incomplete.
Pass intended for Curtin, incomplete.
Falcons going to be playing a lot of pass coverage zone defenses on this drive. A lot of cover 3, a lot of cover 4. Just try to keep the ball in front of them, nothing deep. They'll be okay if there's a couple of completions for 4 or 5 yards, as long as the clock keeps running, just keeping the ball in front of them, making sure the clock keeps ticking if there's any completions that they allow. Quarterback's going to have to find some receivers right now in this game. It's going to be a little bit of a screen pass, see if it will work for them. He jukes, but he falls over. It looks like we have a flag on the play. Might be some unsportsmanlike. We'll find out.
Was Ryan on the reception? It's going to be holding against the Witches.
Going to be holding on the Witches, so any positive gain on that play. Wait a second.
2 on the play.
Maybe offsetting penalties? Couldn't quite tell there. Regardless, big 3rd down here from the Witches. As the clock will continue running now. The ref gave the go-ahead for the clock to keep ticking. As we enter under 10 minutes in this football game, Danvers feeling confident, and especially confident if they can make the stop right here. Here comes the snap. He's going to have to throw it. Pressure on the outside. He throws it. Beautiful catch there. Wow. He keeps going. He's got room. Wow. Fantastic catch there. Extremely contested catch. The quarterback really whipped that in tight coverage. Found his man down the field. Quinn Rocco Ryan there with the grab, and he kept going down the field. That was a risky throw, but at this point in the game, risky throws are going to be a necessity for the Witches, as they need to get a score, and they need to get it quickly. They're going to be airing the ball out most of the drive here. Beautiful, beautiful completion. Here it is. It's going to be another throw. This one, little out route. He finds Quinn Rocco again. He gets the completion, gets to the outside. The referee says the clock will keep running.
Ryan with an 8-yard gain.
Andreas Bernal, the quarterback, with a nice throw there, 8-yard gain. Salem going to have to really pick up the pace here, however. Man in motion in the backfield. It's going to be a throw again. Bernas looking for a man downfield. He finds a man in the middle. He gets rocked, but he holds on to the ball. Good hit stick from the defender, but great way to hold on to the ball there by number 11, Oscar Fernandez. First down, Witches. This is really, other than the first drive of the game, this is their best drive so far in the game. Maybe coming too late, we'll see. They're going to have to really speed this one up here. Almost under 8 minutes left in this football game of week 1 for Danvers. False start now on the Witches.
Right on the field. That's a false start against the Witches. Five-yard penalty. First down, 15.
So just a 5-yard pushback for the offense. Clock still running. This is something the Falcons like. They'll feel confident if this clock continues to tick. Under 8 minutes now. And the coach still talking to the quarterback as the clock continues to run. 2 men in the backfield, 2 receivers out wide. Number 3 goes in motion. That's Quinn Rocco. Quarterback takes the snap. He's got a man trailing him. He throws it to the outside. Finds his man. He keeps going. Good completion there.
Number 3, Ryan.
And great awareness from the quarterback, Andrew Spernell. He could sense the man coming behind him, trying to get the sack. He ran his way to the outside, found his receiver. The receiver he's found all drive long, Quinn Rocco Ryan.
That was a 10-yard gain.
Good gain there. That's a 10-yard gain. That cuts the 1st and 15 to a 2nd and 6. And the clock stops as he made his way out of bounds. Here comes the snap. Going to be a throw again. This one thrown to the outside. It's caught, but he's rocked immediately.
That's complete to Ryan.
Quinn Rocco Ryan, really the number 1 wide receiver and target for his quarterback. And Danvers there just playing a little bit of a zone defense, trying to keep it in front of them. They're okay letting up these receptions, really, with the lead they have, as long as the clock keeps running. Big 3rd and 1 now for the Witches. Here it is. The snap is dropped. The quarterback has to fall on top of it. Big mistake there. That's going to bring up a big 4th down.
Ball covered back up.
And there's really no way they don't go for it here. This is the game.
Bernal.
Fourth and 3 here. The Witches are going to have to convert and get past the sticks if they want any chance of making a big comeback in this one. We got 3 receivers out wide. Number 2 comes in motion. Here comes the snap. Quarterback, he has to go out. He throws it to the end zone. It's caught. Nice play there from the quarterback. He stayed composed with the pressure surrounding him, and he found, once again, number 3, Quinn Rocco Ryan in the end zone. He found separation from the CBs next to him. Nice catch there. And Salem cuts into the lead now. Can be just trailing by 10 with 6 minutes remaining.
Salem is going for the extra point. Try to bring it within 10.
Here comes the extra point. This one's up. That one's good. Through the uprights. Salem cuts the lead to 24-14 with 6 minutes and 1 second remaining in this one.
Salem pulls within 10.
And we hope you're tuning into this one still not over. Danvers going to have to put together a good drive, or at least a drive that takes time off the clock here. And we're hoping this is not an eerily similar situation to their first playoff game last year. They were up 20-0 in that game at home and just squeaked by after a missed kick, missed field goal from the opposition in that game. So Denver's going to have to continue playing smart football here, not turn the ball over, keep the ball on the ground, keep the ball on the ground, like I said, keep the clock running. Just want to play smart and get out of this one with a victory.
Timeout, Witches.
Which is going to use a timeout there.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hopefully this is for a good reason, as they may need these timeouts later on in the game.
Your football Falcons will be playing against Tewksbury for the 6:30 start.
It's away? No, I can't see it. No, this guy's pointing at me or something. I can't see what he's trying to tell me. He's trying to tell me it's away. I know it's here.
So obviously I'm not the coach here, but we'll see what the coach does for Salem on this defensive drive that they really need to get a quick stop on. Probably going to try to stack the box. They're expecting that Danvers is just going to try to run the ball for a couple of first downs, kill this clock down to 2 minutes, and make this an unwinnable game for the Falcon, or for the Witches. This one, a little onside kick. That one doesn't work. Oh, tried to get cheeky there with a little onside kick with still 6 minutes remaining. Colby Medeiros, number 11 for the Falcons, covered that one up nicely, fundamentally fell to the ground with it, and Danvers recovers the onside kick safely. So we can probably expect a ton of run plays here. Danvers just trying to get this clock down, but they don't want to play too conservative. Still a lot of time for the Witches to get back into this game if their drive doesn't last long enough. And that first snap isn't going to get a lot either. Maybe just a 2-yard gain.
Wise on the carry. It's a gain of 2 into Salem territory. 2nd and 8 on the 49.
So 2nd and 8 now. Clock still running. Still above 5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Falcons maintaining a 24-14 lead in this one. We hope you're tuning in on YouTube or on cable for this one. Right now, around 60 viewers on YouTube and around 500 total who have viewed throughout the night. This one going to be a pitch. We'll see if Salem can read it. He might have thrown him down for a first down, possibly. We'll see what the marker is. Going to be 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7 on the play. 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 now. Can probably expect a run play from the Falcons. The Witches are going to need to stack the box here. Try to force a 4th down and a punt. 3rd and 1 on the 42. Critical 3rd and 1 now. Looks like the D-line pinched in. Oh.
Flag on the field.
That wasn't what the Witches were looking for there.
That's offside by the
The
Witches.
entire D-line went off sides and jumped early. That's going to be an automatic first down for Danvers, who's just trying to run this clock out and get out of here with a 10-point
First and 10 on the
victory.
37.
Here it comes, little quarterback keeper. That one's going nowhere.
Wise on the keep.
But clock continuing to tick down.
It's a gain of about a yard. 2nd and 9.
Clock now just about to enter under 3 minutes in this one. Danvers feeling confident. Witches trying to claw back and get a big stop here. 2nd and 10. D-line stacking the box here. And that one's going to be blown dead. Offsides, or false start, my apologies, on Danvers.
Falcons.
2nd and 15 now.
5-yard penalty. 2nd and 14.
Second and 14 now after the penalty. Danvers going to keep this ball on the ground, you would think. Going to be another quarterback keeper. Trying not to fumble it. That's going to be blown dead. Forward progress was stopped. 3rd down.
2. Timeout Salem.
Salem going to use their final timeout. And like I was saying earlier, they used a timeout before a kick in the 3rd quarter, which brought them down to 1 timeout. Instead of having 1 more remaining now, they're left with 0. And they're just going to try to get this ball back here, air it out down the field on offense, and then get an onside kick. It's going to take a miracle. The miracles can happen. So timeout over here. Salem's last timeout. Danvers with all 3. Probably going to be content with just running the ball here and punting it back to Salem and letting the time be on their side as they have for a majority of the 3rd and 4th quarter. Going to be another quarterback keeper.
Wise on the keep.
Brings it out for about 4 or 5 yards. And now without a timeout remaining, Danvers is going to take their sweet time kicking this ball away.
Knowing high school kids, they want that statistic now. Instead of batting it down, they'll try to catch it. Right as it's about to. Maybe they'll take the penalty. Why not take the penalty? It's an automatic.
Danvers.
Danvers going to take their first timeout of the second half after letting the clock run all the way down to a minute 16.
Danvers at the
And they're going to punt the ball away.
Your Falcons will be playing the Tewksbury Redmen.
And Salem going to have to do something crazy to tie this one up with little time on the clock. But so far, it's been an extremely good game for the Falcons. They've kind of kept that same game plan as last year. A lot of running the ball, airing it out when they needed to, keeping it a nice, simple offensive formula for their quarterback, who's just a sophomore, and kind of relying on one guy this game, Shanbar, for a lot of it, just like they did last season with Gasanowski. Similar formula, different players. When I talked to the coach before the game, he told me that it's a completely new team. But, you know, you kind of had a feeling, he told me, that they were a young team as well, that they'd kind of keep a simple offense. And that's what they've done so far, and it's worked. They have that 10-point lead now, and just trying to get this clock down to triple zeros and get out of here with a week 1 victory at home. So they're actually going for it. It's batted down. Interesting play call there. Thought they would just try to punt it deep, but they tried to really just kill the game right there completely. That one's incomplete.
Salem will take over on downs.
Salem going to take over on downs here. And they're going to have to implement an air raid type offense on this drive and get down the field, score the ball, get an onside kick, and complete the miracle. A minute 11, triple ones on the clock. Empty backfield. Quarterback looking for options. He's getting pressured. He's sacked. The ball's loose. That will secure the game for the Falcons. Quarterback is sacked. Number 73 falls down on the ball. That's going to do it. The Witches are dead in this one. Falcons going to take that week 1 victory. They can kneel this one to the end. That was the senior Aiden Perry with the fumble recovery. Good, clean hit on the quarterback. The O-line didn't hold up long enough for him, and that's going to do it with just a minute left in this game.
The Falcons will have the ball first and 10 at the Salem 22, just over a minute here.
Danvers getting their revenge. Last season they lost to this Salem team. Different players, same team, 17-7 in week 2. And now here in week 1 at home, they get the much-needed revenge. And they'll just kneel this one to the end. Salem can't call any timeouts. So that's the first kneel there. Clock under a minute. On the side, yeah.